Who was I this year and who do I want to be next year? Hi fam, we're back at it. I just wanted to talk to y'all as the year comes to a close. Some things that maybe you can do, reflect on, activities that might bring you joy as you think about 2025 and we close another chapter of another year. I'm definitely journaling a lot and self-reflecting, thinking about who I've become this year and who I want to be going into next year. I think that's super important. Journaling is number one for me always. You might as well take some time as the year comes to a close and really think about, what did I accomplish this year? What are my goals looking like moving into next year? What are the decisions you made that you think went absolutely perfect? And what are the decisions you made that you could have done a little better at? Maybe some habits you broke that you shouldn't have, or habits you formed that you shouldn't have, or just things that weren't supporting you versus things that you did that unexpectedly ended up leveling up your life. Who was I this year and who do I want to be next year? And how do I bridge that gap? And if they're the same person, congratulations to you. You've done your self-work. But yeah, I think some self-reflection there is always a good thing. Journaling like that just gives you a lot of insight into where you're at and where you're going. One thing I always do at the end of the year is reflect on the people in my life. Think about who you're grateful for, how they've shown up in your life, maybe reevaluate some of those relationships, but also show gratitude to the people that are there. Reach out, tell your people you love them, make plans for next year, really take into account that your community really is everything and show them that you care, show them that you're glad that you had them this year, and plans into next year to keep those communications going, keep those relationships alive. Come up with a motto for next year. What would you consider the sentence or statement or motto that encapsulated this year? And then what is the sentence, statement, or motto that you want to encapsulate next year? Think about that and start kind of ruminating on it, so the top of the year you can really go in having a strong theme and focus as you move into 2026. We love a mood board, right? We love a vision board. Start thinking about your vision board. I would even maybe, obviously look back at your vision board for this year if you made one, see what you accomplished, see what you didn't, and then kind of start thinking about what your vision board for next year is, what your goals are, what your plans are. Start getting that together. I never feel like you have to wait until the very, very end of the year to do stuff like that. But also, if you're watching this earlier, you can always start earlier. So I would definitely consider starting on that vision board and starting to get your mind right. If you got finances that you manage yourself, if you got debt, etc., start thinking about that 2026 budget. What is your saving going to look like? What are your savings goals? Start planning financially as well. That will also help you as you move into next year to just think about what parameters you have financially, where your flexibility is over the year, and also just allows you to be able to plan for fun things too. If you know your budget, you can figure out what you can and can't do, which is always fun. Finally, year repentance. Wrap up everything, all of your unfinished business. Any of the bills you haven't taken care of, any of the sorries you haven't said, any of the fallouts that you need closure from, any of the emotional work, the shadow work you started that you haven't finished. Try to close some chapters. Try to bring yourself to a place where you feel good kind of closing the door on this year and opening the door into 2026 and kind of starting anew in a different way. I feel like it's really powerful to end the year by really closing things off that need to be closed and really dealing with that unfinished business. It will definitely help you in the long run, I promise. Instead of having to carry that into a new year, it's just baggage. And again, if you can get rid of some of your baggage, starting to move toward that is only going to help you as you move into a new year. So yeah, short and sweet and to the point, but these are my things that I do to wrap up the year. And these are what I will be doing to wrap up 2025. I hope this video finds you living your best life, enjoying your holiday season, maybe getting a start on some of the things that I mentioned today. And if there's any tips and tricks you have for things that you do to wrap up the year, drop them in the comments. If there's any ideas for videos you want me to do, drop them in the comments. I love y'all. I will see y'all soon. Bye.